Cassie Ventura could be preparing for a career comeback following the bombshell civil lawsuit she filed against her ex, Sean Diddy Combs. The new report about Cassie's career comes after Combs' arrest.
All right, y'all, grab your snacks and buckle up because the latest drama around Diddy is not just messy, it's explosive. The feds have stepped in, throwing accusations that could seriously shake Diddy's empire
On federal trafficking charges. I take a look at how Cassie says Combs held her career back.
But here's where it gets wild. In a plot twist no one saw coming, Diddy's own actions might be working against him. A mysterious tape just magically leaked, one that he claims the government had a hand in. But the feds? They're standing their ground saying, don't blame us. So did Diddy actually leak his own dirt? Or is there more to this tangled web? Stay tuned, because we're breaking down every jaw-dropping twist in this saga right now. So let's rewind a bit and give you the lowdown. Diddy's name, Sean Diddy Combs, has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons lately. This time, it's not just rumors or minor gossip.
Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
We're talking federal charges, leaked tapes, and all kinds of courtroom chaos. The accusations, they're dark, and they're enough to shake the foundations of his brand. But rather than take it in stride, Diddy's been scrambling to prove his innocence. He's claiming the feds messed up, leaking a video that paints him in the worst light possible, which he says has everyone thinking he's guilty before the trial even begins. So here's where things get juicier. In this video, which is, let's say, not exactly family-friendly,
Video appears to abuse against Sean Diddy Combs.
Shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
Derailed and put on hold by a decade of abuse she says she suffered at the hands of Sean Combs. And it's been nearly a year since Ventura filed that bombshell civil lawsuit.
Diddy's seen in a violent altercation with his ex, Cassie. And no, it's not some minor spat. This tape reportedly shows a full-on assault. Now, Diddy's legal team argues that the release of this tape ruined his chances for a fair trial. They're pointing fingers at the government, insisting the tape was leaked by someone on the inside to sabotage Diddy's image. But the government? They're not having it. They're denying any involvement, saying they never even had the tape at the time it surfaced. Now, pause for a moment. If the government didn't leak it, who did? Let's break down the possibilities. The tape could only have come from a few places. According to inside sources, both Diddy and Cassie had a copy of it. Cassie's been under a non-disclosure agreement, but here's a catch. NDAs don't exactly protect people when it comes to criminal activity. So could it be that Cassie and her team strategically let this video loose? Or did Diddy leak it himself as some twisted legal strategy? Hold on, let's think this through. Diddy and his team are no strangers to bending public opinion. Some people say this tape could have been leaked by Diddy's own camp in a bizarre attempt to desensitize the public and control the narrative. Imagine thinking that showing the worst of you could somehow soften the blow. Wild, right? But in Diddy's world, maybe that logic makes sense. For him, this video might just be Monday morning. But for the rest of us, it's a horror show. This isn't exactly the kind of content that helps your image. After the video dropped, Diddy's team scrambled. Suddenly, he's issuing a half-hearted apology saying he's grown, he's changed, yada yada. But people aren't buying it. The apology felt hollow and, to be real, more like damage control than genuine remorse. Public reaction? Outrage. Disgust. Even diehard fans are questioning the man they thought they knew. The apology flopped so hard, Diddy had to backpedal, and the damage? Already done. Adding to this disaster, Diddy's lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has been under scrutiny for questionable legal tactics. Some folks are even whispering that Mark is in way over his head.
We made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. Fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot.
One bad move after another, and we're seeing Diddy's whole team struggle to keep it together. And as if things couldn't get worse, federal prosecutors are demanding that Diddy stop trying to manipulate the trial's outcome. They're tired of the games, and they're calling out Diddy's legal team for what they see as a desperate attempt to squash vital evidence. Prosecutors aren't backing off. They're making it clear that Diddy's tactics won't work. They're even saying that Diddy's requests to know the identities of his accusers won't fly. The argument? It's too early in the trial for him to get that info. And with concerns about witness safety, prosecutors are being tight-lipped. And they're right. Diddy has a history of using his power to intimidate people. So why give him more ammo? Diddy's team, of course, is frustrated.
His resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight wait any longer.
They've been pushing for this information, thinking it could give them the upper hand, but it seems like Diddy underestimated the feds. They're holding their ground and refusing to bend under pressure. As we watch this all play out, one question lingers. Could this be the end of Diddy's empire? His brand, reputation, and fortune are on the line, and he's losing supporters left and right. The courtroom drama has exposed a side of Diddy that most people didn't want to believe existed. Even with his apologies and attempts to rewrite the narrative, his empire seems to be shaking at its foundation.
As alleged, Combs used force victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers.
Fans, former partners, and even some of his close allies are reconsidering where they stand. If these allegations are true, the man behind the music mogul facade is a much darker figure than most imagined. It's not just a matter of public opinion anymore.
And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me.
It's the law holding him accountable. Diddy's used to having control, but now it seems like the situation has spiraled beyond his reach. Public opinion is powerful, and Diddy's learned this the hard way. For years, he's maintained a loyal following, but now with the feds and prosecutors zeroing in, the cracks in his persona are all too visible. If there's one thing we know, it's that people won't stand by and support someone they can't trust. Every new revelation, every court filing, and every denial from Diddy's team just makes him look worse. The fans are questioning him, and as we've seen with other high-profile cases, once public opinion turns, it's nearly impossible to get it back. People are quick to forgive, but when it comes to serious allegations like these, forgiveness doesn't come cheap. As for what happens next, only time will tell. Diddy's legal battles are far from over, and with the bail hearing around the corner, there's no telling how things will play out. If he's denied bail, it's a massive setback. But if he walks free for now, you can bet that prosecutors will double down on their efforts to bring him to justice. This case isn't just about Diddy. It's about accountability, justice, and a powerful figure potentially facing consequences he thought he'd never see. It's one of those moments where everyone is watching, waiting, and wondering, will Diddy finally be held accountable? So there you have it, y'all. The twists and turns in Diddy's case are intense, and this isn't ending anytime soon. Whether you're rooting for justice or just here for the tea, this saga's got us all on the edge of our seats. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think Diddy's guilty, or is there more to this story? We'll be back with more updates, but until then, stay tuned because this drama is far from over.